Hello, everybody, and I am so pleased and honored to have the opportunity to introduce you to your very own host of this extraordinary event that I know you have found so much information and value within. So, finally, let me share with you a little bit about our host with the most, Coach Rick, the host, creator, and producer of the Achieve Your Dream Summit. Rick Stewart is an author, composer, and creator of Strategy for Destiny, a personal development online course that answers the elusive question, what were you born to do? For over 35 years, his coaching career has provided direction to frustrated people, many of whom are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, who are at a crossroads experiencing midlife transitions. Strategy for Destiny guides them into discovering their passion, their vision, and their dream. Then they create their unique action plan to finally make it happen. And so now I get to turn the tables and ask Coach Rick, what were you born to do?
Oh, thank you, Susie. You're amazing. I so enjoyed interviewing you, as I'm sure our audience will see that and agree with me. So now it's my turn. I put on the red shirt today so that I'd stand out a little bit more. And when you get to be my age, standing out that isn't quite as important. But what I was born to do, I started out. Everything was music and drama. Everything was music and drama. The very first musical that I was ever in was second grade, and it was the classical composer Engelbert Humperdinck, not the pop guy, but his Hansel and Gretel. And oh my gosh, it had really difficult solos and duets in it. But they found a little girl. I think it was like first through fourth graders. I was in second grade. They found a little gal who could sing the duets with me and could we could bounce off of each other, and we put it on, and it was a smash hit in our little town in Virginia. And then I was hooked. So that went from there, moved to Missoula, Montana, where my sister and I were part of a pool of actors and singers. We sang with the high school productions. They knew who we were. We sang with the university productions. And so we grew up right in the middle of everything, singing and acting and dancing, and dancing was not my forte. But anyway, I was little and cute, and so they liked me. I'm now much larger and not necessarily as cute, but I'm still singing and I'm still doing the musical stuff. But that's how it all started. My band that I put together during the Vietnam War, I was in the first draft for in 1969, and one of my music teachers, I was just new in college in music, vocal performance, and he said, I don't really want you to get shot up, Rick, so I'm going to introduce you to the guy who's in charge of USO shows for the Department of Defense. I thought, okay, I wonder what that means. But ended up making a very long story very short. We ended up putting together a band that became one of their top bands, if not their top band, out of 800 that were entertaining troops. We went in and did the small stuff. Bob Hope did the big things. Okay, we did the small stuff in the jungles, above the Arctic Circle, sweating in Laos and Cambodia and Thailand, and then all over the map and all over Europe, that sort of thing. So I went back to school, got my degree in vocal music and in theory, and wrote jingles for a number of years. But those are just little songs. They're not as satisfying as big songs. So I've always been in music. We moved to Nashville for business reasons, but I discovered, hey, this backup singer stuff and doing overdubs and all that and singing on recordings with people, Nashville icons and a lot of Christian artists. This was falling off a log for me. So I did that. I've done that off and on for a number of years, mostly in the 80s and 90s. So that I know that really dates me, but it's okay. So always had the music there, but then to make everything meet, like food on the table and things like that, and gas in your car, which has become a real challenge nowadays. I was part of some business ventures, and I eventually ended up being inspired by the leadership at a church here in town that we attended, and I became an ordained minister. And I was on staff there in pastoral care. Well, guess what I got? I got all the counseling one. I got all the tough people. And so for over 35 years now, as you said in the intro, I've been counseling / coaching people in and out of life-threatening, life-changing situations. And I'll admit, I've gotten good at it. I really have. I've had people coming to me for so many years, and it became something that I got upset. I got upset with people who didn't know what they wanted to do with their lives. They didn't know what their dream was. They didn't know they had a destiny. And I told them that there is a scripture that says, it's Jeremiah 29:11, that says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you. What does that mean? Like make money? Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. That's for everybody. And I just got mad at the gurus, because I was looking at that time. I had done some crazy things just to put food on the table. And I was tired of that. So I watched webinars. I watched these motivational gurus say, discover your dream, fulfill your destiny. And I thought, what is my dream? Do I even have a destiny? And I got mad because they would say, well, you're on your own. Now I've got you all pumped up, got this course that you're going to put on your shelf with all the other courses, all the other books, all the other workbooks, all that stuff. You're never going to look at it again, and you're never going to get to what you were born to do. So I got this little nudge, Rick, start writing. And I did. And year 2 later, Strategy for Destiny, What Were You Born to Do, became a book. And then people got to talking to me. I got to talking to people like Dave Ramsey, who is the financial guru, who is a longtime friend of mine. And it was, Rick, you need to do a course so you can get to more people. So that's my purpose, but my passion is still music. Okay, but you see how that goes together? See how that goes together? So gone through all these stages and everything, and getting there, I'm now to the point where I'm doing my first summit. And my tech guy happens to be my son, which saves a lot of time and a lot of money. And he's really good at it. So those of you who are watching, you are the recipients of some of my son's diligent work to make sure that this is something easy for you and something that you can navigate and listen to and watch people like Susie, who is just delightful on her interview. So there you have it. Next question.
Well, and I think it really stands out that your message has been you're just driven the way for so long, and I appreciate that you followed that path. And so you've given us a little bit of an idea of what you did to get there, to get to this place of discovering what you were born to do. Is there anything else there along that path, along that journey, besides tuning into your heart, really tuning into that dream and that message?
Getting to the point, I haven't said this on any interviews before, but I'm going to say this on this one. It's getting to the point where I was so far down that I was not the one who was going to bootstrap and pull myself back up. I had to depend on God. That is not in my nature. My nature is if it's going to be, I have to do it. I have to do it. If it's going to work, I'm the guy. I'm going to make it happen. All the details, all the structure, everything is up to me. And I've learned to live with that. But as I've gotten to know stories in the Bible, King David, Jonah, Joseph, Moses, they all got to the point where it was just them and God. And then right after that, David becomes king after everything is destroyed in his hometown or his town of Ziklag, and his men are turning on him. And he says, wait, let me inquire of God one more time. And God says, go and recover all. So they did. They followed him one more time. They were mad as all get out at David. And they followed him one more time. And it was right then, after that, that people came to him and said, would you mind becoming our king? Oh, okay, sure. Let me think about it. No, I'm good. Yeah. And all of these stories about how people just got Joseph in prison, wrongly accused. And he's in prison, and one day he's asked to come out of prison, get cleaned up. I'm sure he smelled bad, looked bad, had a long beard and everything. They cleaned him up, brought him before Pharaoh, and Pharaoh said, I've had these dreams. I hear you interpret dreams. David interpreted the dreams, and Pharaoh put him in charge of everything. He was now the most powerful man other than Pharaoh in the whole world. One day changed everything. But they had to get to the bottom. They had to get to the bottom and trust. So my trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. Okay, that sounds really good. A nice little song, Sunday school, VBS, all that stuff. But boy, is that one tough to live. And it is just tough to live when you do have a brain. You know, if I only had a brain. Yes, but I do have a brain. And putting everything together to get to this point, I am so excited about basically through this summit, basically launching Strategy for Destiny. This is what I was born to do. I've got another book, another slant on things that I'm going to pursue as soon as this is up and running. And I'm extremely excited with where I am now. I'm tired of being at the bottom of the well. You know, I really am. And this is going to do it. Like I said, I feel like very strongly like getting to this point in my development, in my evolution, if you will, as a human being and who is spirit, soul, and body, that it's coming together. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It is. It is coming together. And I really see a history of doing the work, of being open to the opportunities, and of letting faith guide you to be there to receive the next step that's ready for you. So I would love to hear a little bit more next. And I think we've already explored it a bit, but I know there's so much more. I know your heart and your passion and your vision is so big. I'm so excited to see what's coming down the line next. How do you see your business fitting into your dream?
Okay, that's really pretty easy, because a business has a financial side to it. It always does. Otherwise, it's a charity. So a business has a financial side to it. All right, that financial side is finally becoming available through the dissemination of this course, because it's a beautiful ebook. The ebook looks better than the book. A beautiful ebook, an audio book, and video modules, and all that. It's all right there, and people can. The beta testing was so cool. Really drastically changed some people's lives, and that warms the cockles of my heart. So the business entering into my dream, I have done some figuring over the years. The rock opera will take about $100,000 to make happen, with the people I want to do orchestrations, to do the choral arranging, the orchestra that I want, the choir that I want. I'm the narrator, so I'm cheap. But how does that dream come to fruition? The dream has a price tag. Okay. So I tell people, don't be afraid to do something that makes money, because it's the love of money that is the root of evil, all evil, the love of money. If money has you rather than you having money, you're in trouble. But money equals choices, choices for helping other people, choices for funding a rock opera that a lot of people will listen to and love and maybe be touched by, finances to get more outlets for Strategy for Destiny. And if you will, to hire, hopefully, I'm thinking ahead, to hire coaches to come in and do the masterminds once a week with, say, a group of 50 or a group of 100. And we got these all over the place. And there are people who are becoming financially better off being one of my coaches. So it gets down to the business of using money to make the right things happen at the right times for the right reasons with the right results. And that's what I'm all about. I'm so old that I recognize and am willing to react to that still small voice in the back of my head, that because God doesn't shout, he doesn't need to, but that still small voice that says, okay, you need to do this. All right, now you need to put this in the book, or I've got this for you, and I want you to do that. I want you to contact this person. I want you to talk to this person. I want you to ask. I want you to ask Susie Vine to interview you, and that was an easy one. A lot of them are tougher. And like moving from Missoula, Montana to Nashville, Tennessee back in 1981. That was a tougher decision. And it turned out to be a good one. Both of our kids were born here. My son is doing exactly what he was born to do in music. My daughter in film and TV is doing exactly what she was born to do. And you know why? They have Coach Rick as their dad. And I have guided them into what they need to do and how they need to learn their craft and all of that. Case in point, TJ didn't need to go to music school. He didn't need to. He didn't need to take all these extraneous classes and learn about the mating habits of whales. You know, he just didn't need that. But he needed theory. He needed vocal training, although he has a gorgeous voice just all on his own. He needed to learn about production, since I had written and produced jingles for a number of years. And he has become, I hate to say this, but he's become better than I ever was in all of those categories, especially in the guitar playing and the songwriting. He's exceptional. So, business is necessary. Why? I've had people say, Rick, you're in ministry. You can't charge people for Strategy for Destiny. You have to give it away. Say, no, that's BS. I'm not giving it away. No, I'm not. In fact, I'm gonna support my family. I'm gonna support other people. I'm gonna help out those in my family. I've got several of them who need help. I just haven't been able to do it yet. Okay, I'm a philanthropist who currently doesn't have money. Okay, that's me. That's me. Yay! So that's the business end, and it's getting there. It's getting to the point where it's going to work.
And I love the point that you made, and I just want to come back to that. And I think it's the secret to the success you see blooming in your children's careers is learning to listen for the whisper and not hold out for that shout.
Yeah, because the shout
probably coming from the wrong source.
Yes, shout comes from people. The whispered voice comes from God, just plain and simple. It does. Now, there are entities out there that are the enemies of God and the enemies of us. And you can call them whatever you want. I call them demonic forces. Okay. And they'll whisper things too, but you have to learn which voice is which. And it's like, that doesn't sound right. And so you don't do that. And then guess what? God comes back in and says, congratulations, Susie. You passed that. You didn't go the wrong route there. There's a scripture that says, and you will hear a voice behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it. Whenever you turn to the right hand or whenever you turn to the left. That is always, always, always happening. That voice is there. The direction is there. It's just whether or not we choose to follow what we know in our knower is right at that very moment. And we're not afraid to make a fool out of ourselves. We're not afraid of that. Well, what will people think? What will people say? I've had that happen before, where I was told to talk to somebody and it turned into, okay, Rick, I want you to pray for them. They've got this wrong with them and you need to pray for them and I'll heal them. I'm going, okay, yeah, but what if they're not healed? But what if they are? Oh, I never thought of that. And yeah, a lot of them. I won't go into that right now. And there are people listening to this and probably don't even want to hear that. But there have been a lot of people in my wife's and my life who are the direct recipients of somebody obeying, somebody praying, somebody declaring, and dramatically and positively affecting other people's lives. So we're always being told, do this, call this person, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. We're constantly being told that. It's whether or not we've numbed ourselves to that because we think, well, that couldn't possibly be God. Okay, I'll give you one of my precepts that I think is so true. Our greatest enemy is not Satan. It's not death. It's not sin. It's not hell. It's not the grave. It's not fear. Our greatest enemy is reason. We reason our way right out of God. We say, well, that couldn't possibly be God. Since when, if you read Bible stories, since when did anything that God told anybody to do make any sense at all until after the fact? 2020 hindsight. It doesn't. No. So you got to roll with it, baby. Just have to roll with it and know that, okay, I'll do it. Has everybody been healed that I have prayed for? No. Are there sometimes extenuating circumstances? I'll give you one. Are you ready? Young lady on crutches every Sunday at the mega church, every Sunday hobbling up to get prayed for. She would always request Molly and me. Molly is my wife. Always request Molly and me. And we would pray for her to be healed and nothing happened. Finally, I said, are there any roadblocks here? We've been praying for you for like 4 months. What's going on? She said, oh, well, my court date about the accident comes up here in a couple of weeks. And after that, and after I get my settlement, then I want to be healed. I had to leave that one to Molly. I was there was steam coming out of my ears on that one. I had to just walk away and Molly just handled her. And I don't recall if we ever prayed for her again. I don't know. Maybe she went to a different church after that. But lots of stories like that. Anyway, okay. Anything else? Can I talk about my free gift?
I would love to hear about your free gift.
Okay, okay.
I know everybody else is dying to hear about it too.
Well, you have actually you actually partook. Is that a word? You have partaken in the ebook and the masterclass. You have actually read through and you have seen what my son and I put together. And as I recall, you liked it. So this is the description. Okay, my ebook, 7 Easy Steps to Reach Your Dream Target, plus a bonus power-packed masterclass. That's an important one. Entitled Your Dream Needs a Plan, will give you the right tools to create a realistic, doable action plan that will lead you to the life you know you want and deserve. And I say deserve because God only wants the best for us. And there are horrible people and horrible situations out there that will drag you down, attempt to destroy you, and maybe even destroy you. But the crux of the matter is that there is a plan And you do deserve. Are we worthy? No, come on, I'm not worthy. I have done so many things wrong, the wrong times with the wrong people, all of that stuff. But it doesn't bother God. He forgives me. So uh, when I say the plan, the life that you deserve, I mean that. I mean that, the life that you deserve. And my course is full of that, letting you know that you have great value. Letting you know those things. And what I really want people to do is I want them to go to strategyfordestiny.com. All right, it'll be on the website. But go to strategyfordestiny.com, and right on the front on the home page is the book, 7 Easy Steps to Reach Your Dream Target. Okay, sign up for that. And when you get that, then the book will say, this is it. It will just bam, be right there on your phone or your laptop or your iPad, whatever. And then you scroll down to the bottom, and there is the bonus masterclass. That's what I want you to watch. That's all about you. That's all about your life. That's all about your challenges. That's all about your mistakes. That's all about the things that have plagued you all your life. That's all about the toxic people. That's all about getting through all of that, putting all of that behind you, and creating a better life. That's what it's all about. And in that masterclass, Your Dream Needs a Plan, it's all there. It's only 35 minutes. I don't believe in a bunch of just rhetoric and oh, look at me and listen to me and I'm in a rented villa on the Florida coast, and I'm making it look like it's mine. And then I'm going to go outside. I'm going to get into a Lamborghini that I also rented to look really good and to make you think, boy, I sure want to do business with him. I sure want to learn something from him. Poppycock. No, I live in a modest home in Nashville, Tennessee, with a fabulous family and some amazing friends like Susie Vine. So get the ebook, watch the masterclass, and then you'll know, because that still small voice will say, take this course or you don't need that. But don't put off for another 2 years, another 5 years, another 10 years, because you might just be doing the same thing you're doing right now, especially if you don't like what you're doing right now. The very first question in the course, in the first lesson is, do you love your life the way it is right now? Or are you one of millions who would say, no, I don't? Then maybe, just maybe, it's time to do something about it. And I asked the question in the lesson on passion. If money and time, now listen up, if money and time were no object and you knew you couldn't fail, nothing and no one, and I stress no one, nothing and no one could stop you, what would you do? What would the rest of your life look like? And here's the tough one. What are you willing to do to get there, to make it happen, to grab the tools in Strategy for Destiny, create your action plan? I'm not going to do it for you. Nobody's going to do it for you, because nobody cares about your dream as much as you do. In fact, I would say nobody cares about your dream except you. And if you don't do something about it, never going to happen. And that sea of regret is a horrible place to tread water in for a lifetime. It's regret is debilitating and very destructive. So move on, get ahead. If it involves my course, that's great. If it doesn't, figure it out, because you need to be and do more than where you are in your life right now.
And if you think you have a handle on what is inside of this masterclass and ebook, this is only the tip of the iceberg. You ask such powerful questions inside of there. It's such important food for thought. So
that's the thing about being a teacher. I'm a teacher. I don't like the business end of this at all. I just don't like it. I like doing this. I like talking to you. I loved interviewing you and all of the other speakers. My goodness. But I really want to just teach. And when you do teaching correctly, you don't just ask questions. You ask the right questions at the right time. And then you get the right results. And that's what this course is all about, is the right questions. And then there'll be tears. There'll be laughter. There'll be ahas. There'll be Oh, I don't know about that. I don't like that at all. But it's going to be truth. It's going to be truth, and it's going to affect you. Spirit, soul, and body. It's going to affect you when you go through this course. You'll get a feel for it when you watch the masterclass of what the course is about. And I do give an outline, if you will, in the ebook that leads you up to the course and up to your action plan. Now, I'll tell you about, okay, future. I'm always thinking future. Let's say that you do know what your destiny is, okay? You've got it figured out. 7 easy steps to get to reach your dream target. You've got your destiny in hand. What are you going to do with it? You need to plug it in to your present life. So I'm working on a follow-up course, which is Destiny Plan. Doesn't that make sense? Okay, so what are you doing right now? How does this fit into what you're doing now? The reality, okay? The destiny is not, by the time you get done with the action plan, the destiny is not pie in the sky. It's not anymore. It's reality. And you've got that. And there are such people as Chris Smith and his wife, Susie, who have a course called Career Niche or Career Niche, whichever you want to do. They're in Canada, and people are going to bring their destiny, a la Strategy for Destiny, What Were You Born to Do, are going to bring their destiny after working with me to Chris and Susie, and they're going to say, oh, okay, your destiny is this. Well, here's what we have on a local scale, regional, national scale for you to plug into, and we'll teach you how to do that, where to go, what to say, how to do it, get the right results, and bam, you are on your way to a new you, to a better life, the life you've always wanted. And here we go again, the life that you deserve. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Susie has stuff you need to learn. Okay, if you haven't seen her video, her interview, you have to see her interview. It's one of the most intelligent people I have ever met in my life. There's sometimes I just have to stop and say, okay, you just said a lot of words. Now, will you please explain that to me? Now, I'm a fairly intelligent person, but I think she's kind of over the top. But she's nice about it. You know, she doesn't tell you. She doesn't say, Rick, you really need to work on comprehending what I'm saying. No, she's not mean about it. She just says, okay, I'll help you understand that. Yes. All right. Anything else? We have been 33 minutes. We're doing fine, because I like these to be 35 to 40. Actually, you're supposed to be telling me that, but I'm overstepping my bounds here. Yeah,
It's a collaborative effort.
yes,
I'm so excited to have this opportunity to dig in and learn from everyone you're gathering together. Every name that I see on this bill that I have the privilege of sharing, I'm more excited about the tools that you have collected for this material. I hope everyone is taking full advantage of everything that you've brought together. This is such a powerful experience that you've created.
and also you need to. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, on the business end, okay, I said I don't like this a lot, but on the business end, you need to do the VIP upgrade. I'll tell you after every one of these interviews, you just do. You need access, not just one time listening to Susie and me. Okay, you need possibly again, but you need Susie's free gifts. You need my free gifts. You need the premium gifts. Oh my gosh, there are, Susie, I tried to add up just the value of the gifts. It's thousands of dollars. And so people need to do this premium upgrade so that you have access for life to these videos and to these gifts. I mean, there are marvelous. Case in point, Wendy Hatton. She's very unassuming. She doesn't know how incredibly knowledgeable and intelligent she is. It was interesting interviewing her because she was laid back and all this. She is a LinkedIn expert. I'm tapping my feet on that one. She's an expert on LinkedIn. Don't we all need to know, whether we have a business or not, don't we need to know how to set up the profile perfectly, how to line up these things and these things, what people are looking for, what they're listening for, everything. She's giving away the course. She's giving it away. It just amazes me. I said, don't you want to like charge 50% or something? She said, no. Okay. Do you need it? I need to really update and maybe do some business on LinkedIn. Yeah, wouldn't that be? Cause I don't know anything about LinkedIn. I don't. And I can't wait to get her stuff and all that. But in order to do that, and the things that other people tell you are teaching you, it's falling off a log for them. Some of them are multimillionaires. Are they doing things with their money? Yeah. Rennie Gabriel, wait till you hear him. He gives away to charities everything he makes from his book and his courses. Gives it away. And yet he's got a really nice home. I think isn't he in California? I think he's in California, Rennie Gabriel. Yeah. So people like that, you have access to now. Don't wait. And then like, gosh, I wish I could see that again. Because maybe you're not attending all of these because of work, because of other obligations. Maybe you're not seeing them all. Maybe out of however many I have, around 20, something like that. You can't watch maybe but 2 or 3 or 4, or maybe not even that. That's why. Wouldn't you agree, Susie? Isn't that why they need that upgrade, so that they have access to the whole thing forever and ever? Amen. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, there's so many. I mean, you've got Denise Thomas has gifts not only for our audience, but the next generation, and paving the way towards their fullest potential. And
Yes.
I love the work of Lee Atherton and resilience during our hardest and heaviest times. And the list is just phenomenal of what you've cultivated and put together, and to be able to use it when you need it. Even,
Yes.
if you listen to it all, if you pull all-nighters and consume this as Coach Rick is putting it out, there's going to be a day when you wish you could go back and hear that again. And this is such a powerful opportunity and a gift that you've created.
Yep. I agree. I do. All righty. I guess we're done. Are we done?
If you feel complete, I'm so excited about what you shared today. I love this opportunity. Thank you for sharing your heart, your mission, your service, your light. It's always a joy to spend time with you.
Okay, so I can say, Rick, your summit is complete. That wasn't too bad. I do a lot better impressions than that. I really haven't tried to do Darth Vader. but the summit is complete. I'm the last person being interviewed here by the lovely Susie Vine.
And we can take our bows.
Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You'll hear more about
pulling the curtain.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I hate to cut this off, but we need to. So we are going to say sayonara for right now. Goodbye. And be sure to watch the rest of these. Be sure to upgrade. And I know you're going to learn a lot if you want to. Okay? If you want to. And bye for now.